There are several chances of snow and cold heading our way for the next couple of days, and the first round moves in to central and eastern Kentucky on Thursday. Hey there, friends. I'm meteorologist Shane Smith. Let's not waste any time. Let's give you what you want. You'll want the snow forecast. Boom. There, you got the snow forecast. We are going to see a rainy Wednesday turning to a snowy Thursday across Kentucky, and it's mainly going to be in southeast Kentucky with the best chances of seeing widespread light accumulation. This is not going to be a big snow. This is not going to be shut it all down kind of snow, but in the mountains of Harlan and Perry, Letcher County, Pike County, Knott County, Leslie County, and even the southern end of Floyd County, we could see an inch or two of snow. Some of the highest peaks, Black Mountain and Pine Mountain, may actually go a localized 3 to 4 inches. We'll fine tune that forecast tomorrow. But a general 1 to 2 inches in the dark blue and nothing up to an inch in the light blue. And the reason for that is the snow we're going to see over the next couple of days, very squally, very similar to what we saw on Sunday. Remember where we had that big heavy burst of snow go through Georgetown, covered the interstate, and then it was gone in less than an hour? We're going to see snow squalls like that, except they're going to be a little more widespread and maybe a little bit more intense. We'll talk about that here in a second. Right now, it's not snow we're dealing with across the Commonwealth. It's rain. Check out Radar Omega as we track a cold front moving towards the Commonwealth, rain breaking out ahead of it, and that is going to make for a wet Wednesday across Kentucky. We're going to see off and on showers for most of the day, and our temperatures are going to fall throughout the day. You'll notice right now in Laurel County, it's just shy of 50 degrees. And as we go through the overnight, those temperatures are going to drop. We are going to see those thermometers head down into the 40s just after midnight, 30s by sunset tomorrow as that rain begins to turn to snow. Here's how it all plays out on the HRRR model. You'll notice that rain band pushing eastward. Here we are at 8 o'clock East Coast time. Most of the state seeing rain at that point. The rain continues into the afternoon in eastern Kentucky, tapers off to scattered showers in western Kentucky. We maybe start to see a few flakes flying by 5 o'clock Eastern in the bluegrass and down towards Bowling Green. And then here come those squalls. Notice those little fingers of precipitation. Those will be bands of intense snow. Under them, you may drop a quick ½ inch in an hour or so, but you'll notice they're going to be very narrow. So not everyone will see snow, but they are a little bit more numerous than what we saw this past weekend, and it'll be happening overnight. So anything that falls should stick. The most aggressive of the models is the rapid refresh. It's showing a couple spots even going close to 3 to 4 inches, and the mountains getting 8 to 9. I don't know that I necessarily buy it. Going to the low side, the European model showing 1/10 of an inch in Lexington, Somerset and London, about an inch in Harlan, and 2 to 3 inches on the higher elevations. The GFS, I think, has a pretty good take on things, and this is where I leaned into for my forecast for the most part. A ½ inch to an inch across the central and eastern portions of the state, with a little pocket of more intense snow down along the Virginia border. And we see a similar but more detailed picture coming in off the HRRR and the high-res NAM models. Okay, so that maps out things in the short term. How about what happens after this first system? Because we've got more snow and more cold heading our way. Here's the Canadian model going into Friday. You'll notice another area of low pressure dipping down from Canada, bringing more snow showers. Those continue into Saturday, and maybe even another system Sunday and another one Tuesday of next week. There's a chance one of these could blow up and become something a little bit stronger. Now, the modeling as far as how much snow we see on Thursday, kind of all over the place. We just took a look at that. Here's our probability of at least an inch. Not that good on the short range models, but the GFS says 90% chance of at least an inch of snow. Now that's an ensemble forecast that should be more accurate than the regular GFS, but it's the only one going this aggressive. The European model not showing a ton, the Canadian model not showing a ton. So we're going to have to track those radars tomorrow closely, but I think it's going to be a little bit more than what a lot of the modeling is showing. How about Saturday? Most of the models showing statewide a 20 to 30% chance of an inch of snow, but the GFS and Canadian both going a little bit more aggressive than that. And once again, there are several chances of snow. Here is how much we could see through Saturday, according to the Canadian ensembles. Pretty much an inch or two east of I-65. The European model not as aggressive, but showing some of those heavier totals in the mountains. And then the GFS, the heaviest of the lot, with a widespread 2 to 4 inches by the end of Saturday. Now, not all that will fall at once, but there is at least a chance of seeing that much snow through the weekend. We will have to wait and see. One thing I'm feeling much more confident about than the snow is the cold. Most of the modeling is showing temperatures the next couple of days running 10 to 15 degrees below average on Thursday, and again on Saturday and Sunday as those cold fronts move through the area. And you notice that next area of cold air starting to line up on the European model, likely moving in on Tuesday. So here's the long-range forecast from the GFS. I got a feeling those temperatures next week are going to come down a little bit more as we get closer to it. I think the models are going to struggle seeing just how much cold air is coming in from Canada. It's going to be a lot. Recapping that snow forecast for you. Over in eastern Kentucky, we're talking up to 2 inches, and in central Kentucky, up to an inch. So not a ton, but just enough to make things slick and make you need to take a little extra time getting where you're going on Thursday. That's going to do it for me for tonight. I will have updates as each of these systems move in. Follow me on all the social medias, Facebook and YouTube for more long-form content, and I post short-form updates on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So I'm trying to get the message out there everywhere I can. We're going to be tracking these systems. Be sure to hit that like or subscribe button if you enjoy my forecast. Share them out. We've had huge growth on the channels the last couple of days. Let's keep it going and let folks know what to expect with a Kentucky meteorologist that has more than 15 years experience. I'm happy to let you guys know my thoughts on the weather here in the Bluegrass. Until next time, friends, I'm meteorologist Shane Smith. Take care, stay weather aware, and I'll see you in the next one.